Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked, and we're just jumping right into things. In the last episode, we used a really fun team with Reshiram, and lo and behold, we actually have a Reshiram mirror match for the first game today. That's really exciting. I guess I shouldn't really call it a mirror match because Reshiram is actually the only Pokemon that we have in common, but did not think we'd actually go up against another Reshiram while using this team, so I'm really excited, win or lose, in this match. Once again, this team was built by 2017 World Champion Ryota Otsubo, so thanks to them for the team. Okay, so they have a lot of physical attackers, so Sableye with Will-O-Wisp here I think is really valuable, although Comfey is kind of scary just because of Draining Kiss, so I have to watch out for that. They have Dracovish, which is really scary. I mean, I like just Sableye Reshiram as a lead. Clef doesn't have attacking moves here, which is a little bit scary. Rillaboom is okay into Lapras, Urshifu, and Dracovish, and I think for those reasons alone, I should be bringing it. And in the back, I have Crocodile. This is where, like, I haven't really utilized Scary Face yet, but I think it could be really interesting. Or Rock Tomb. Because, you know what? Like, one thing I haven't done with this team is just lead, like, Crocodile. Comfey scares me with Sableye a little bit. So what I'm thinking is we can try out Crocodile Reshiram for once. Sableye is still interesting for Will-O-Wisp in the back, and I think Rillaboom here is the last one. You could make a good argument for Clef as well. I'm just not 100% confident on it here. Either way, I'm really excited to see how this matchup plays. So let's get into today's episode. Thank you so much as always for watching. If you enjoyed, please show your support by leaving a like. I'd really appreciate it. Once again, huge thank you to 2017 World Champion Ryota Otsubo for the team. If you haven't seen the last episode, would highly recommend it. We had a lot of fun games, and we highlighted how good Sableye and Reshiram can potentially be. Question of the day, I want to know what your favorite fruit is down in the comment section below. Let me know. My answer, I have a couple. Apple, watermelon, grapes. Those are probably my top choices. But yeah. Okay, so now I'm really, with this lead, it might be Eerie Impulse. Yeah, they're not Prankster. So that's it's definitely Eerie Impulse coming our way. Oh man, that's so bad then, right? Because you can just Eerie Impulse Reshiram, Max, and then Resonance into Crocodile. Oh gosh. That is so bad for us. Sableye Reshiram could have been better because I guess I could have gone Fake Out Flare into Thundurus turn 1. Okay. I'll switch out into Sableye here. And I guess go for Rock Tomb, but this is not looking good. My opponent just completely outled me here with defensive Thundurus and Lapras. What could have been good against this? Sableye Reshiram would have been fine, I think, because I could have just... Well, would I Fake Out Flare into Thundurus seeing this lead? I think so, because you wouldn't bring regular Lapras, I think, and lead Thundurus Lapras. Because, like, if you max Thundurus, regular Lapras isn't really that strong of an option. So, I was hoping to see them. You know, I think this is just a really smart lead on their end. Yeah, there's Eerie Impulse. So, like, but still, like, this is just not good turn 1. Because, like, they'll probably just KO Crocodile here. I don't even know if I need a speed drop. That's kind of useless, isn't it? Should be Resonance into Crook, right? Yeah, and that's going to be a KO. Okay, I mean, this is still definitely winnable, though. It's just definitely not, like, the most ideal start for us. But it's okay. It's okay. Because I have Trick, I have Will-O-Wisp, and I have Rillaboom in the back to deal with Lapras. Let's see if you're Life Orb here. They're not, okay. I feel like most Laprases are Light Clay nowadays, so that's kind of what I'm expecting right now. No point to Trick into Lapras at this point. I don't think Support Thundurus is really going to run Protect in this position, so I think we just Fake Out and Flare here. Yeah, I think, so here's where Trick Iron Ball can be really good for us next turn. Because basically what we're going to try to do is knock out everything around the Lapras right now. And while the screens are up, Reshiram with Life Orb Dynamax, I think can actually still just pick up a one-hit KO onto most of what my opponent has next to the Lapras. So we basically want to just stall out Lapras' max, and since we're down, or sorry, we're ahead by, or they're ahead one turn with Dynamax, that works in our favor because we'll have one extra max turn to work with. Yeah, we just like can't get Eerie Impulsed here, so hopefully Flare KOs with screens being up. Okay, good. And Sableye right now is actually really valuable for Will-O-Wisp and for Trick onto whatever comes in. So that's good for us. They probably Geyser and bring in Dracovish is what I would think. But then the thing is, this is now where I can go for max... okay, they target Sableye, which is good too. Yeah, that's actually a really big deal, because that means that like the Reshiram's looking pretty good. So I'm hoping they bring out Dracovish, and I can just go Trick Wormwind into it and pick up a KO onto that slot. That'd be incredible for us. Let's see. This is their last run of Dynamax as well. What else do they have in the back? They could bring out their own Reshiram, Urshifu. That is going to be their own Reshiram. Okay, well, I'm going to go for the Trick play, I think. Yeah, let's Trick. And let's Wormwind. Quake is tempting, but I don't think it one-shots. Wormwind is just so much stronger. They might just protect Reshiram here, actually. I could see that being a possibility. That would be a really good play on their end, honestly. So let's see if they make that. Because if they go protect, then we definitely had an opportunity to go for a Max Quake for a special defense boost. I don't know, though. Protect does make a lot of sense in this position. I feel like, yeah, maybe I'm just getting baited into hitting a Protect right now. I think it's still worth going for. Okay, they don't Protect, which is huge, so we get the Trick off. Let's see what item we get from them, too. They get Iron Ball. AV! Okay, that explains the switch-in. However, that means my Sableye is useless now. Oh, that's a problem. AV Reshiram, wow. Yeah, we end up critting Wormwind as well, so... I would not have expected Assault Vest. Like, that's honestly like the last item I would have expected there. We may have just been able to just go for a Wormwind into that slot. But maybe they Geyser to KO the Sableye anyway. Okay, I want this to KO. No! So is it Dracovish as your last one? That's my question now. It's Urshifu. Okay. Well, this is good for Rillaboom at least. Assault Vest. Wow, that's really fascinating. I have one more turn of Max to work with here. 3 turns of Rain. You're at minus Roarville. Stark Urshifu. Switch out here is so obvious. Man, I really don't want to switch out and get hit by a Wicked Blow. That's my main concern here. Like, I lean towards just maximizing damage output, Wormwind into Urshifu, and then I can glide, right? The thing is, I just don't want to switch out here. Because I think if they double up onto a Rillaboom switch-in, I just lose the game. So I'm going to intentionally not switch here, I think. And go for Wormwind onto Urshifu. Yeah. Wish I had Foul Play here. Okay, they did Wicked Blow into Reshiram. I guess if you just double up into Reshiram, don't I just lose? So maybe I should have just switched into Rillaboom anyway. We do bring Urshifu down to Sash. But the thing is, now you can just Wicked Blow me next turn into the Reshiram. Yeah. Okay, they go for Ice Beam. Is that going to Sableye? Okay, that's huge. Yeah, I needed them to knock out Sableye for me. And I think in that position, if you're in my opponent's shoes, you do often expect me to switch out into Rillaboom. So this is a really big deal now because I get Rillaboom in safely. Ice Beam is scary, though. Man, I don't know. Maybe Max Quaking there is better just for a special defense boost onto Reshiram. This is going to be the 5th turn, so we'll see if they're Light Clay as well. I think it's just so likely they are Light Clay here. The other question is, who do I target here? Do I Fake Out into Urshifu? It's so obvious. So I could read into Urshifu protecting and double up onto Lapras. I honestly kind of have the feeling Urshifu's not gonna protect here. But if I call it incorrectly, do I just lose the game? Not necessarily. It's still potentially winnable. I just don't know if I want a Draco here. But I guess Reshiram might just go down here, so I will just Fake Out Draco. Okay, they don't protect with Urshifu. I think that maybe wins us the game. I don't know. I think like the Urshifu protect is so obvious there that my opponent's thinking, oh no, we missed. Uh-oh. That could be a problem. That is actually a problem because I think Ice Beam's a 2-hit KO. I don't know if Glide is a 2-hit KO. I could have protected Reshiram there, but... Oh, okay, but they're not like... Oh, but are you weakness policy then? Oh, gosh. I feel like it has to be policy. Yeah, you have a Comfey on the team. Hold on. You're definitely policy. So I guess I have to knock off here and then glide the next turn. I don't think knockoff glide's enough to KO though. Man, I maybe just needed to Earth Power there just for any damage. Yeah, it was policy, so we couldn't have went for glide there. Ah, that's a bummer. Oh, Ice Beam's not a 2-hit KO though. Okay, so maybe we're good. Wow, this was a crazy game. Assault Vest Reshiram. That is really interesting. I was curious how my opponent was running it, and yeah, we found out the answer. Okay, so I think we can take another Ice Beam, so we can just glide now. There's what? Is it 3 turns or 2 turns of terrain left? Well, they don't protect anyway. You should protect in this position just to stall out my terrain. Oh, but glide picks up the KO anyway. Okay, good. This is an interesting endgame though, right? Because like I would have just lost if I just clicked glide into Lapras initially. Well, actually, I guess we probably would have survived anyway, right? But I don't know. Like, it's not worth taking that risk. And yeah, I mean, Rillaboom is really strong. So, like, it's funny because on paper, Rillaboom didn't look very good into this matchup, given that my opponent had Thundurus, they had Reshiram, but when your opponent is Lapras, like, Rillaboom is just such a good answer to Lapras because, like, if you get the Lapras to max, you just have, like, guaranteed a ton of damage with Grassy Glide, right? Even if they max, like, you know, Glide can do, like, 30-40%-ish to max Lapras, maybe even more. And if you can stall out the max, then Rillaboom is really, really good against Lapras, so... Yeah, the early game wasn't looking too good, but I think this game is one in which, like, you can see how you can sometimes deduce what your opponent's going to have. Like, as soon as Thundurus didn't have Defiant go off, then it was clear that it was going to be Eerie plus Prankster, so that was good to note. Another important thing was, yeah, trying to guess the item on Lapras, because we didn't see Life Orb, we knew it wasn't Light Clay, so it has to be Weakness Policy, given that Comfey was on the team as well. You know, it all kind of just adds up too well. So, yeah. Like, even if you haven't seen your opponent's item, you can basically, like, try to logic it out sometimes. So, this next team is really interesting. They have Landorus Incarnate as well as Yveltal. Glastrier, Incineroar, and Cress. So, Reshiram's good for sure, right? Sableye has to be careful because I can't trick onto Yveltal. It's not the worst problem to have. I haven't brought Gyarados out as well at all, but it just never feels that good. Does Crocodile outspeed Gigalith? 158. Man, I always forget what speed Gigalith hits. I would think it outspeeds Gigalith. That's something I really should remember, honestly. Man, Crocodile plus Reshiram is actually looking kind of interesting here, but I could just go Sableye Reshiram as well. See, I haven't really gone with Crocodile Reshiram, and I feel like it's like a combo I really should consider more. How good's Rillaboom for us here? It does have Glide. I want Clef. It's just that my opponent has Trick Room. If Trick Room grows up, Crocodile feels so useless. But now with the Pokemon I'm bringing, I'm actually kind of weak to Incineroar. Because I'm basically relying on the Reshiram to KO with Max Quake. And I was playing a practice game earlier, and I did the calc, and with Max HP, Max Def Incin, it's not even a guaranteed KO. And with the most common Incin spread, I think it's like 75% chance. But Assault Vest and Shuka Berry are also likely items. Okay, Cresselia and Yveltal. I'm not sure I like this too much for us. This Yveltal is a huge pain. The thing here is turn 1. Like, I can have a great turn. I can just Sunny Day, I can max this thing, and I can Flare into Cress. I mean, I guess the other question is whether or not that even KOs. Gosh, that would be bad. I really don't want Trick Room to go up, though, I think. So I think I go for it. I could Trick, but I don't think that's really that valuable. Yeah, I'm just going to Sunny Day and Flare. Okay, I guess the safer option was to actually just Fake Out Cress and Flare instead. But I'm pretty sure this KOs. Well, if you're max HP, max special defense, maybe not. I was just thinking against, like, Porygon 2, max Flare in the sun does, like, 80%. I don't think Cresselia is as bulky as a P2, but maybe it's max HP, max def Cresselia, which is my fear here. Yeah, they didn't max Yveltal because they're going to go for Snarl here. Basically, what I'm hoping to do is just pick up 3 knockouts and then use regular Reshiram in the end game, but I think this Yveltal is going to be a really big problem for us. Okay, either way, we get the Sunny Day and the Flare off. Oh, no. It has, like... Well, it's more than 1 HP. I think it's, like, 2 HP. Okay. I want to do the calc afterwards, because I have no idea. Like, I don't even... Crest is just not... I think that's 2 HP. That's a bummer. It's a little bit of a bummer. Okay, I'm going to go into... Clef right now. Is it even worth picking up the knockout here? I think there's still some merit to doing so. Oh, I should have just flared because it's higher damage output with Sun. And in case they're Moonlight, it would do more. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, if we pick up that knockout, it's really not that bad for us. Missed. Wow. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember what that does off the top of my head. So that's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, being at -2 right now is really bad for us with Reshiram. Like, I was willing to take the -1 drop if I could KO Cresselia, but I didn't. So if I wanted to, like, fake out and just blue flare onto Cresselia may have been our best play turn 1. Unfortunately, special attack drops are really, really bad for Reshiram because it really wants to just pick up KOs as quickly as possible, right? So Glastrier comes out. We don't outspeed with Clef, right? With after you stuff right now. I'm already at -2. Wait, yeah, what does Miss do? Ah, that's actually really neat. Wow. Huh. First time seeing that. I don't know. This one's tricky. I mean, I'm leaning towards after you flare and just get as much damage, but I don't see how we beat Yveltal now. Oh, that was such a good protect. You're probably weakness policy. I probably just activated weakness policy, which is really bad too. I mean, at least I have Sableye, but they stalled out my Dynamax so well. So kudos to them. That's got to be weakness policy. I don't think you make that play unless you are. Wow, it's not Policyed. Huh. Okay. Maybe we're still in it then. Maybe we're still in it. I mean, what do you do if you're my opponent now? There's only 2 turns of Trick Room left, too. So, like, I want to just protect here and then switch out into Sableye. Because I think we can win the game with regular Reshiram outside of Trick Room. That last one was kind of surprising to me, but it makes sense. It's just that, like... Actually, it makes a lot of sense, because you don't want your Glastrier to just take... I don't know. I thought, like, Glastrier maxing just targeting, like, attacking and then Snarl with Yveltal was a pretty safe option. But, we'll take it, I guess. Just such a shame we didn't KO Crest, because if we KO Crest turn 1, like, we outspeed everything on their team, right? So turn 2, even though I'm at -1, I still get a really powerful max flare off. They don't Dynamax Glastrier. Wow, that's really interesting. Okay, they did go for high horsepower, so nice play. You Life Orb? I would think so. Nope. Oblivion Wing. Okay. I'm really surprised that they just haven't maxed yet. But I guess they're just trying to conserve their max, and maybe you just max Yveltal. I actually have no idea, because I've never seen Mist in VGC. Like, if I Will-O-Wisp the Glastrier right now, how does that even work? What happens? I don't know the answer. It's still so tough to see us winning this game, right? Like, what do I even do here? Follow me? What's the point of tricking an Iron Ball? Follow me and Will-O-Wisp? I just don't see how I think, like, my opponent just maxes Yveltal. Not this turn, but next turn. And with the Salt Vest, I don't think I just can't beat it. I don't have enough damage. Okay, they switch out Glastrier. Into Lando. Okay. Lando Incarnate. They're still not maxing, but I think it makes sense because I think you just max Yveltal next turn. What's my best answer against Yveltal? I feel, yeah, I don't know. Dark types are definitely kind of scary because you can't go for your Prankster shenanigans from Save Boy onto them. They just snarl. Okay, I kind of want to Save Boy to faint there, so that's not ideal. I guess you could max Landorus-I now. That would be interesting. Could trick or Sunny Day. Kind of feel compelled to trick Landorus because I could honestly see them maxing Lando right now. So, like, protect here. And trick onto the Lando-I. Okay, they're maxing. I think you should just max Yveltal in this position because it's just so good into my entire team. Like, what do we do against a max Yveltal? Cry? Yeah, they do max Yveltal. Okay, that's the correct decision. And they played this early game really, really well. Man, I wonder if how much Max Flare and Sun's doing to Yveltal, but I don't know. I just felt the need to deny Trick Room. Yeah, I want to do the damage calc after this game onto Cresselia because I thought we would KO, to be honest. And I don't think I can beat Yveltal at this point. It just cleanly sweeps with Max Airstreams into the entire team. Yeah, their Life Orb. Max Airstream, yep. I didn't bring Gyarados. That's not doing anything into Yveltal. And I didn't bring Crocodile. Crocodile could Rock Tomb Yveltal. That's basically it. So I think my game plan of let's just beat everything around the Yveltal and then use Reshiram in the late game was okay. Unfortunately, we just didn't beat everything around Yveltal, and that's because Trick Room went up, which was not good. Okay, I can bring out Rillaboom right now. I don't want to bring Reshiram, because, like, Reshiram, maybe we can win against Yveltal if it, just in the late game with, I don't know, Helping Hand, Blue Flare, maybe with a crit. I kind of want to just go for Helping Hand and Glide here into Lando. Although I guess Landers could protect here. If it protects, you probably just win the game. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, they didn't go for it. Okay. This KOs, right? Okay. No, we do have knockoff on Rillaboom, so this actually, we can remove Yveltal's item. They target Rillaboom too. Maybe there's a shot here. It's a slim one, but I think... Nah, Yveltal's just so fast now though, right? That feels like a big problem. So you bring Glastrier back out. You know I have Helping Hand Glide. I don't even think that KOs Glastrier. Yveltal has one more turn of max. I have Reshiram in the back. Have Helping Hand Glide. I mean, if we had Woodhammer here, it'd be Helping Hand Woodhammer, I think. Does Helping Hand Grassy Glide KO Glastrier? There's no way, right? There's just no way. You just max Airstream into Rillaboom here, always. If I go for Follow Me and Clef faints and then you just target Rillaboom, I just insta-lose. I don't think Helping Hand Glide KOs Glastrier, so I don't think that's the right play. They could also just protect Glastrier, I suppose. I don't know what the best play there was, though. Protect Clef, sack Rillaboom, maybe? Bring in, yeah, they did protect, okay. Okay, this is still maybe doable. Because Reshiram should one-shot... I just don't think I can beat Yveltal now, though, because... Oh, they Darkness, too, for a special defense drop. Wait, they targeted Clef. Huh. What was the play I wanted to make there? Protect Clef? I mean, Protect Clef U-turn there would have been kind of sick. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think Helping Hand Glide was going to KO last turn, so... I definitely don't think that was my best play. I could Protect Clef here. Okay, yeah, I think I'm actually going to go Protect and Knockoff here, because maybe we can win with regular Reshiram. I just wish I made this play last turn. I completely wasted my turn last turn. They do go for Snarl. Okay, that's what I want to see. I mean, yeah, if we get rid of the Okay, we hang on with 2, which is huge. I want them to knock out the Rillaboom here. It's actually really good damage from knockoff. And they do knock out Rillaboom. Wow, can we pull this off? I don't think so, but I'm fighting to the end. Because I have Helping Hand with Reshiram as well. I think this next turn I basically have to call whether or not the Glastrier protects. I wish I had just knocked off the Yveltal the turn before. Actually, even if you protect, I don't know. I don't know if I win. Let's see. I just protected. I have Helping Hand, so I can Helping Hand Blue Flare for a KO into 1 slot right now. What's the incentive to protect with Glastrier? You win the game if I just whiff a Blue Flare into it. But you also win the game if I target Yveltal and you don't protect. So I need to basically call whether or not it protects here. I don't know. I'm leaning towards making the read that it doesn't protect and going for a double protect here on my end. We actually get the double off. They don't protect? Okay. I don't know if -1 Blue Flare KOs though. Oh, that's so much damage too. Oh, but we missed. I don't know if I would have KO'd there anyway. I want to do these calcs after the game. We know they're not Assault Vest though, so maybe it could have. If I went Helping Hand Flare into Yveltal there, no, I would have lost the game. So I think we made our best play there. I just don't know if it KOs, and unfortunately that's the downside of Blue Flare. You will miss sometimes. And I think we've been pretty lucky in hitting most of ours beforehand. So yeah, that's just part of the game. I gambled a little bit on turn 1, and I got punished for it, because Trick Room going up was really, really bad for us. So, let's see. Reshiram into Cresselia. Blue Flare, Modest, Life Orb, not Blue Flare, Max. Oh, in the Sun. I was like, why does that do so little? Okay, so let's see. If you're max HP, max Bedef Cresselia, it's actually never a KO. Let's see what spreads people are using on Cresselias nowadays, because I don't think most people are running max HP, max Bedef. Let's see, Cress. The most common spread is Bold, 252, 164 Spadef. So if you're 164 and you're Bold instead of Calm, it's only a 25% chance to one-shot. So it was just a bad assumption on my end, think I would one-hit KO there. Yeah, I mean, I know Cress is really specially defensive, but I really thought we'd be able to pick up the KO. Second most common spread is, okay, let's say you're max HP, max defense Bold, no special defense investment. That's actually a guaranteed KO. Given that we did like 98%, I wonder if they didn't have that much special defense investment. Okay, the other question was, if we actually hit that Glastrier there, would we have won? Because we were at -1 and Sun wasn't up, but they were at like 60%. That's definitely a KO, yeah. Blue Flare, -1, max special attack, life orb, Reshiram, Blue Flare into max HP, max Bedef, Glastrier, even, yeah, just 77%. So, then the question would have been, it would have been Clefairy plus Reshiram. I don't think a Snarl would have KO'd, so then I would have just gone for, I think, Helping Hand, Blue Flare, but I would have been at -2, and they'd probably heal back. So I think Yveltal probably actually wins that endgame anyway, to be honest. Let's see, Yveltal, if we're at -1 and we get Helping Hand off, I think they win just because they can heal from Oblivion Wing, so... Unless, I mean, you should have HP investment. -1, max special attack, life orb, Helping Hand, Blue Flare against no bulk Yveltal is 88 to 104%. So if they just went Oblivion Wing there into Clef and I actually just get Helping Hand, Blue Flare off, I'd win. But actually, you always Oblivion Wing into Reshiram there. So I don't think I actually would have won that anyway. So even though that miss, you know, was a bummer, I actually think my opponent wins the game anyway. And they just played really well with Yveltal. Like, they stalled out my Dynamax really effectively and used this late game Yveltal to cleanly sweep through me. So, yeah. How do I lead against Yveltal Cress? I had Gyarados with Taunt. That would have been interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's such a different game if we knock out the Cresselia turn 1. I do think that was actually our best, like, probability play. The alternative is, like, I could Fake Out there, but Fake Out just doesn't feel that good. Okay, this next team is scary. I think Indeedee is honestly a really big problem for Sableye, so I'm not looking forward to going up against that. They have Calyrex plus Indeedee, which we lost to in Game 3 yesterday. That combo is just really, really deadly. So I think I'm actually going to go with the Crocodile lead here. My opponent's team is very physical, and the non-physical Pokemon are really weak to Crocodile, so I like that a lot, actually. Crocodile plus... I think I want Rillaboom, Sableye, and Reshiram. I'm willing to lead Rillaboom and Crook here, I think, because if they lead Indeedee plus Calyrex, they get really hard punished. And I'll go with Sableye and Reshiram in the back. Yeah, let's try this out. Gyarados here. He just gets destroyed by Calyrex. And Clef doesn't feel incredible either because there's so much spread damage. And the non-spread damage is just so strong into Clef here, right? Like, namely from Kartana. So, in yesterday, Game 3, I got crushed against Indeedee Calyrex, and there were a couple mistakes I made. One, like, I didn't realize that even with the Iron Ball, Calyrex Shadow still outspeeds Rillaboom, so that's one thing to note. And I also just got outled last time in that game because I just wasn't anticipating Calyrex plus Indeedee, so hopefully this time around, like, we're at least a little bit better prepared for it, but I mean, there's no guarantee that my opponent leads it here. It's just that if they do, we actually have a decent lead matchup into them, but it just feels really volatile and scary because, like, we don't have that much bulk, and Calyrex just snowballs games very, very quickly. But we don't have any speed investment on Rillaboom, which hopefully helps against the Indeedee lead. I think that is Indeedee coming. Okay, well, I got the lead I wanted to see here, so that's at least a good start. They're going to figure out that I'm Scarfed, though, on Crook. Wait, are they still faster with Calyrex? Oh, gosh. Well, I could just fake out Max Darkness. Unless As-1 works different and it just goes off first all the time. Wait, I actually do want to double check this. Because this is a really big deal. Because our Crocodile is max speed, right? And then, let's see, Calyrex, Shadow, base 150. Man, it's so fast. 222. Wait, we do outspeed. Wait, is that how it works? Like, As-1 just activates first? Because if they don't know I'm Scarfed, that's a huge deal. 158. We hit 237. And Calyrex is at 222. So we actually unless you're Scarfed? I don't know if As-1 like works differently in terms of ability and it like just always activates first regardless of speed priority. Huh. Because I kind of want to just Darkest Lariat here and Fake Out. Okay, I don't think the Fake Out's good. No, Indeedee's always switching out here. Yeah. Probably into Incin. That's not Incin, that's Kartana. Okay, that makes sense. And they just protect, yeah. I mean, I didn't really have that much I could have gone off. I could have gone U-turn in Darkest Lariat there. Okay, but you're not Scarf, so I can just Darkest Lariat here. Like, I don't think they're going to anticipate Scarf unless they know this team, which is a really big deal if I can just snipe for a KO here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Darkest Lariat here and go for a U-turn. I'll double hit into that slot because they just protected. Yeah, I mean, that switch turn one was really... Oh, there's Scarf Kartana. Are you serious? Here I was thinking, hey, we have the Scarf. We can one-up them. Oh, I mean, that's probably just game over. I guess I should have knocked off there instead. Okay, we still have Reshiram in the back. It's definitely not over by any means, but... That's so hilarious. Wow. Wow. Scarf Kartana. Here I was thinking, hey, we have Scarf Crocodile. We're looking pretty good right now. So but that is good to confirm, right? Like, As-1 just activates before the speed bracket. It's one of those abilities that's a little bit different. Because I actually didn't know that. Oh, man. I could have no, I don't think I ever want to Dynamax Crocodile in this game. If I bring Rillaboom back out, you're going to switch Kartana out into Indeedee. If I bring Sableye, probably switch out anyway. I like going into Sableye here, though. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go Sunny Day, Max Flare into Calyrex Shadow. Yeah, honestly, if I actually just went for knockoff there onto Calyrex, maybe we actually wouldn't even be in that bad shape. Rather than U-turn. Man, I just... Scarf Kartana, that's really cool. It's not even that crazy, and it makes a lot of sense on my opponent's team. They switch Calyrex out into Indeedee. Yeah, that makes sense. Blocks Fake Out in priority onto that slot. I will have Terrain Control after this turn. Your Leaf Blade's also not KOing my Sableye. Oh, I guess you could maxing Kartana in front of a Reshiram seems like a bad decision, right? I'd rather try to KO Indeedee here, but I think it's going to be Focus Sashed, so, yeah. I even got the lead I wanted, but the switch out turn 1 was too obvious. I could have gone U-turn there and Darkest Lair to even into the Kartana, but then either way, like, I was never going to predict Scarf Kartana in this matchup, and it's impossible to play around that and have a play that, like, is safe for us, so, yeah. That is just how it shakes up sometimes. Okay, yep, they just go for I'm just so sad. I was, like, so excited. Oh, wow, is that a crit? It's not even a crit. Oh, right, because they had the boost. Right, I forgot about that. Whoops. Yeah, I don't think we can win the game now. We're probably sashed here too, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Pain. I can bring out Rillaboom to fake out. But Calyrex Shadow should just win for my opponent now. Well, that was super laggy. I don't know why that's happening. Okay. Yeah, I don't really think we have any options at this point. You just win the game with Calyrex, right? Is there any way in which we can pull off a comeback? No, I don't think so. I mean, I can fake out here into Kartana and flare it. I can't protect. You can just Leaf Blade Rillaboom, so yeah. How else do I approach this game? How do I beat Scarf Kartana? I would have needed to switch in Reshiram from the Crocodile slot. I think this is an example of a game where sometimes you just get best of one. Okay, they switch in Incin. I mean, I think it's still over because yeah, like Calyrex just maxes now and just Phantasms. So like we get a knockout onto Kartana, but at what cost? I think Dark types and Psychic Terrain are definitely two of the tougher things to go up against if you're using this team, and I did struggle against both of those in the last 2 games. It's just tough because I don't have a definitively clear game path. Like, I don't feel like I made like a substantially like huge misplay in either game. I guess in turn 1, like, I gambled a little bit hoping to KO the Cresselia, but if we KO the Cresselia, we're actually in really good shape, to be honest. So like I don't really regret going for that play. Yeah, they bring Indeedee back. Okay, that's actually interesting because you can't go for Fake Out here. Wait, hold on. That actually might be a really big deal. I feel like they could have just brought Calyrex out because... Oh, I guess you just follow me now? Oh, wait, yeah, you just follow me. Never mind. Wait, Rillaboom's not faster than Reshiram here, right? No, it's not. Because if it were, then we could actually, like... Yeah, now we can't win. Because you just follow me and Flare Blitz? I need to hope for them to mess up and for some reason not follow me. And KO the Incineroar. And get a special defense boost along the way. If you don't follow me for some reason here, I'd actually have a shot at winning. I should have just gone for knockoff with Rillaboom. Okay, that was actually... Yeah, that would have been the better... They do protect, okay. Okay. I mean, I think we still lose, but... That did one shot. The focus... If I just knocked off the Calyrex... They wouldn't even had a max option because it was Scarf Kartana. Scarf Kartana is so rare though, so like somebody, you know, that's the benefit of using like an item like Scarf on something like Kartana, which rarely runs it. You just get to surprise your opponents, and it's huge. So basically the way I think my opponent just wins with the Follow Me and a Max Phantasm onto Rillaboom. It's actually a guaranteed win, so never mind. I didn't have a way to pick up a double KO there, and Sash is so common on Indeedee, but that's why it's such a good item on it right now, and on just the Follow Me users in general. But I already revealed. Oh, I shouldn't have revealed Knockoff there, because I could have hoped for my opponent to mess up and target. Yeah, that was a mistake. Dang. I'm pretty sure you just win off. Yeah, it's just Follow Me and Max Phantasm here into Rillaboom. And if I didn't reveal Knockoff, they might have been greedy and targeted Reshiram, and maybe we could have survived. Like, that's what I was hoping for. But at this point, it should be game over. I guess I can... I mean, you always go for Follow Me here. Good game. Scarf Kartana against Scarf Crocodile. Battle of the Choice Scarfs. And, yeah, in a matchup like that, if your opponent's Scarf user is faster than yours and picks up the KO, it's really bad. So, yeah. I think, like I said, the one better play I could have made is... what was the turn I was thinking of specifically? Oh, Knockoff onto Calyrex. Because I wasn't even thinking about Choice Scarf Kartana as option, and since I think this game is over, I'm actually really curious. Calyrex Shadow. How often are you running... Or not, sorry, Kartana. How often are you running Choice Scarf? 1% of Kartanas run it, so yeah. Wait, did they not go for Follow Me? Huh? Also, why does Reshiram just disappear? I might have missed it. I was obviously tabbing out to do the calc, but I just saw the max and then they... Wait, they didn't go for Follow Me. What? Why would you not Follow Me there? I mean, I maybe Expanding Force just KO. We do have a special defense boost. I think we survived this. That's why I wanted a Quake. Well, I also needed to not KO Incin. I am so... Like, they actually hard through that game. There's never... You never... Like, you always just go for Follow Me. Because you Follow Me, you KO this thing. Yeah, that was just a throw, I think. That's why you don't give up in Pokemon, though, because, like, even if you recognize your opponent's, like, endgame, they might not recognize it sometimes and, like, make mistakes and toss away the game. But I don't think there's ever a reason to not Follow Me. They could have gone for Follow Me when they had Incin out on the field as well. So, we stole that one. Like, we definitely did not deserve to win that game, but that's why you keep playing until the very end. Yeah, I'm just kind of shocked. And also, I think, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm really shocked. Because I think they had that. But that's why you never give up in Pokemon, because, yeah, your opponent might not see the end game that you see and make mistakes, and then you can capitalize off that. So we take those, but I think if my opponent just made the correct plays, we would have lost that. So that's why you don't give up in Pokemon, but at the same time, that definitely was a lost game, essentially. And I don't know why they didn't go for Follow Me. I think they... Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just think you always go for it. Because even if Rillaboom protects there... I mean, if Rillaboom protects, you Expanding Force, it doesn't accomplish anything anyway. So, yeah. That's why you always, like, play to your outs and, like, just, like, still make your best play. And, like, think about, like... That's why every turn in Pokemon really matters, because if you just misplay one turn, your opponent can't capitalize off that. And that is often what happens at the high level. Like, one misplay and your opponent can just, like, fully come back or even win the game. So, yeah, I mean, we take those, but they had that 1-1. And Scarf Kartana was really, really interesting. Sorry about the lag. I think it, like, briefly lagged a little bit towards the middle of that match. I think my laptop... I'm recording on a laptop right now because I didn't bring my PC out to California. And so, yeah, apologies for the brief lag there. But really interesting match, really interesting set of games, and I hope you guys enjoy the Reshiram team. So that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all next time. All right, peace.